it is that Abraham was called. Go forth. Leave the familiar, that with which you are very familiar, your family, the house of your father, and go forth where I'll show you as you go. So that the story is told of Abraham talking to Sarah about it, saying to Lot, you come along, and gathered up everything and went forth at the call of God. Now the journey was a journey that had in it great peril, leaving behind all that he had acquired in heaven, and then going where? Don't quite know. And yet at every step of the way, he listened to the voice. And the text says, he believed that it was God. And therefore, his whole story is a story of going from here to there, from here to there, under the guidance of a voice that he believed was the voice of the Creator. It is why we say the story of Abraham and Sarah can only be called the legacy of Lech. There was danger along the way. The beauty of Sarah seemed to have suggested to Abraham the importance of a lie well spoken. And Sarah, having been told, you will bear a child who will begin a nation following a nation until all of the nations of the earth will be blessed. And since she was beyond the ways of women of the time that would be bearing children, she suggested an alternative to the plan. Why not try Hagar? And he did. And you know, when it was all over, great conflict developed in that household between Sarah and Hagar. But they kept going. Every step of the way, even when Abram was asked, take your only son when he was finally born, and go forth now to the mountain that I will show you, and offer him as a sacrifice. This was a serious case of Lech. Also, the need for biblical criticism, and then there's the Briggs trial, Dr. Coleman. Then there are all those trials and the assembly, and then there is, well, Union's life, if you really look at it in terms of the constituency who comes here, the faculty who gets a chance to teach here, the staff who works here. This place is a constant repetition of settle down and let's get ready to go. Sometimes one would wish it were more stable, but it has a legacy of Lech. Where we are today is not where we will be tomorrow. And I think I sense why that is the case. God calls Abraham to be the beginning of a covenant community. It is God's response to the Tower of Babel. I don't want you to think that you can attain communion with me by the vigor of your excellence, even your extraordinary genius. I have no intimidation. It is simply, I do not want those locked in high towers who have thought that they have achieved it. I want one who walks with me in love, because I am a God, always on the move. Those who are stationary find themselves fixed into positions, and they leave God behind. Lech is the way of life. Well, Union Seminary, maybe the best way to say it is that